Good morning. So we are ready and we will continue with this Indus Valley civilization and its characteristics. So Indus Valley civilization and its characteristics. Continue with. So yesterday we talking about the craft, metal craft. Metal craft. So yesterday I told you that except iron, Harappans were aware about all the metals. Almost all the metals Harappans were aware about, except iron. Except iron. Gold, silver, zinc, copper, tin, etc. Harappans were the first in the world to use silver as a metal. First in the world to use silver as a metal. This is very important fact. They were first in the world to use silver as a metal. They were first in the world to use silver as a metal. First in the world to use silver as a metal. So before the world came to know about the silver as a metal, it was the Harappan, the first in the world to use silver as a metal. So this is another big contribution to the world by the Harappans. They were the first in the world to use silver as a metal. Silver as a metal. They know the process of smelting of metal. They know the process of smelting of metal. Process of smelting of metal. They make brass, copper plus zinc. They make brass. Copper plus tin. They make bronze. So lots of metallurgical operations were there in the time of the Harappans. सारे बच्चे लिख रहे हो ना? सारे बच्चे लिख रहे हैं या नहीं लिख रहे हैं? आराम आराम से हर एक चीज जो मैं जिस तरह से एरो पॉइंट कर रहा हूं, जिस तरह से लिख रहा हूं, आप भी लिखिए। ठीक है, इसी तरह से नोट्स बनाए जाते हैं। उसके बाद फिर आंसर प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, हम लोग आंसर सेशन लिखेंगे। वेरी गुड। ऑनलाइन बच्चे एकदम इतने शानदार तरीके से हमारे साथ कनेक्ट करते हैं ना, मैं ऑफलाइन वाले बच्चों को भी एग्जाम्पल देता हूं परफेक्टली। ओके, सो दे वर द फर्स्ट इन द वर्ल्ड टू यूज सिल्वर एज अ मेटल। दुनिया को पहले पता चला कि सिल्वर भी मेटल है, हड़प्पन ने इस्तेमाल करके दुनिया वालों को दे दिया। हमने बहुत सारी चीजें दुनिया को दी है और दुनिया वाले हमारे लोगों को निकाल रहे हैं। खैर, इलीगल तो इलीगल होता है, हम भी रहते तो वही काम करते अपने देश में। सो कॉपर प्लस जिंक, कॉपर प्लस टिन, ब्रॉन्ज। यस, मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट मेटल। बहुत हार्ड हो गया प्रतिभा, प्रतिभा ये हार्ड हो गया मेटल, सो दैट कुड बी यूज्ड फॉर मेनी थिंग्स। फ्रॉम मोहनजोदड़ो, we have found the statue of a dancing girl. Made up of bronze. A statue of a dancing girl made up of bronze. Yes, yes, केतन शर्मा। केतन शर्मा हमने लिखा है प्रोसेस ऑफ स्मेल्टिंग ऑफ मेटल। दे वर अवेयर अबाउट प्रोसेस ऑफ स्मेल्टिंग ऑफ मेटल। ब्रास, ब्रॉन्ज ये सब बनाने लगे ना। ओके, तो प्रोसेस ऑफ द स्टैचू ऑफ डांसिंग गर्ल मेड अप ऑफ ब्रॉन्ज। दे यूज लॉस्ट वैक्स टेक्निक। लॉस्ट वैक्स टेक्निक। अभी तक जितने भी ब्रॉन्ज स्टैचू स्कल्पचर्स बनते हैं ना, वो सब लॉस्ट वैक्स टेक्निक से ही बनते हैं। लॉस्ट वैक्स टेक्निक क्या होता है कि आप वैक्स का मॉडल बनाइए, वैक्स का मॉडल बनाइए, ठीक है, मोम का मॉडल बनाइए, उसके ऊपर आप क्ले चढ़ा दीजिए, मिट्टी, ठीक है, और उसके बाद उसको गर्म करके मोम निकाल दीजिए, तो स्ट्रक्चर बन गया अंदर खोखला। उसमें आप मेटल डाल दीजिए, मोल्टेन मेटल डाल दीजिए, और फिर जब मेटल ठंडा हो जाए क्ले को तोड़ दीजिए, तो स्टैचू बन गया। इसको बोलते हैं लॉस्ट वैक्स टेक्निक, राइट। सो लॉस्ट वैक्स टेक्निक क्या होता है कि मोम का स्टैचू बनाइए, इसके ऊपर क्ले मिट्टी चढ़ा दीजिए, उसके बाद मोम को पिघला के निकाल दीजिए, मोल्टन मेटल डाल दीजिए इसके अंदर, ब्रॉन्ज, और उसके बाद मिट्टी को तोड़ दीजिए, तो ये स्ट्रक्चर बन के निकलेगा, लॉस्ट वैक्स टेक्निक कहलाए। ओके, सो द स्टैचू ऑफ डांसिंग गर्ल, statue of dancing girl in a statue of dancing girl in that is found from Mohenjo-daro. The beautiful structure. So that is constructed by lost wax technique. Lost wax technique है from Mohenjo-daro. From Harappa, we have found the bronze ikka. Ikka, you understand? Where the bullock cart was pulled by one ox or one buffalo. बैलगाड़ी में दो लगे होते हैं ना, राइट? ओके, तो इक्का जिसमें एक बैल लगा होता है. ब्रॉन्ज इक्का, ब्रॉन्ज बुल. Bronze ikka and bronze bull. That is found from Harappa. From Harappa. Bronze ikka and bronze bull. That is from Harappa. From Daimabad, we have copper hoards. Copper hoards. We have copper hoards. कॉपर के आइकन का जखीरा है. यस, बुलक कार्ट कृष्ण. बुलक कार्ट में दो बैल होते हैं, बट नॉर्मली हियर वी हैव वन, इसलिए इक्का बोलते हैं उसको. वी कॉल इट इज इक्का. कॉपर होड्स. copper chariot, copper elephant, copper rhino, etc. etc. Copper chariot, copper rhino, etc. From Daimabad we have the copper hoods. जखीरा होता ना, बहुत सारे आइकन कॉपर के एक जगह कलेक्टेड, उसको हम लोग कॉपर हूड्स बोलते हैं. So they were very good in metal, construction of metal. So Harappan art and craft. Political organization. आप लिखिए. Political organization, it is not known to us because political organization is not clear to us because we are not able to decipher the script. We are not able to decipher the script. We are not able to decipher the script. According to some historian, priests were the rulers. Priests were the ruler. So state was theocratic. Priests were the ruler. So state was theocratic. Means it was a religious state. Priests were the ruler, so state was theocratic. So it was a religious state. But some historians said merchants were the ruler. Merchants were the ruler. Some historians said merchants were the ruler. Priests were the ruler as well as merchants were the ruler. So, political organization of Mesopotamia and Egypt is known to us, but not of the Indus Valley civilization. According to some historian, priests were the ruler, so state was theocratic. And according to some historian, merchants were the ruler, businessmen, traders, because they were the very strong part of the society. A strong part of their society. A strong part of their society. Political organization. Trade. Harappans had internal as well as external trade. Internal trade was by a tribal mode, tribal method. And external trade by a port, harbor. Like Lothal. Lothal was the most important point of their trade. So they had trading relation with almost entire parts of the India as well as world. Entire parts of India as well as world. Characteristics of civilization. Religion of Indus Valley civilization. Religion देखिए, रिलीजन तो बहुत लाजवाब था. Their religion was animism. Animism. Their religion was animism. Animism means nature worship. They worship direct form of nature. direct form of nature. They worship direct form of nature. Whether plant, animal or stones, all carrying the soul. All carrying the soul. Whether plant, animal or stones, all carrying the soul. सब में सोल पाया जाता है. स्टोन ऑल्सो हैविंग द सोल. यही तो एनिमिज्म है, यही सैबिज्म भी है. एनिमिज्म और यही सैबिज्म भी है. शिवा वर्शिपर भी यही करते हैं. प्लांट, एनिमल, स्टोन्स, सब में सोल है. ऑल कैरिंग द सोल. समझ में आए बात बच्चे? सारे बच्चे रिस्पॉन्ड करिए फास्ट. सारे बच्चे फास्ट रिस्पॉन्ड करिए. संस्कृति, आशीष, वेरी गुड. कंचन, आस्था, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. रेहान, सारे बच्चे रिस्पॉन्ड किया करिए प्रॉपरली. गुड. बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं ना, इसलिए इतनी ज्यादा तेजी से नाम आगे बढ़ जाता है कि पता नहीं चलता है. और स्क्रीन में 4-5 नाम ही आते हैं एक साथ, उसके बाद ऊपर चला जाता है. ट्रैवल सिस्टम होता है, यहां से खरीदो, फिर थोड़ा दूर जाकर के बेचो, फिर वो आगे बेचेगा. वो ट्रैवल सिस्टम कहलाता है दिव्यांशी. ट्राइब एक जगह नहीं टिकते ना, मूवते रहते हैं, घूमते रहते हैं. स्पीक करने से क्या होगा? आई मीन साकिब, बोलने से सोल होता है ऐसा कोई जरूरी थोड़े ना है. ओके विपिन, तबीयत ठीक करिए अपना, देश को आपकी बहुत जरूरत है. सो प्लांट, एनिमल और स्टोन्स, ऑल कैरिंग द सोल. They worship people, they worship neem, they worship snake, they worship water, etc. People, neem, snake, water, etc. Water, etc. People, neem, snake, water, etc. People, neem, snake, water, etc. Religion इनका वही था, वर्शिपर. They believe in evil spirit. They believe in evil spirit. भूत में विश्वास करते थे. बात बात में भूत लग जाता था इन लोगों को. Evil spirit. They use amulets. They use amulets. ताबीज पहन के निकलते थे. एम्युलेट्स. अगर गलती से ताबीज भूल गए घर पर तो लगता था कि आज लौट के वापस नहीं जा पाएंगे, इतना डरते थे. दे यूज एम्युलेट्स टू प्रोटेक्ट फ्रॉम एविल स्पिरिट. भूत से बचने के लिए तुरंत गाना गाने लगते थे. सो दे यूज एम्युलेट्स टू प्रोटेक्ट फ्रॉम द एविल स्पिरिट. They use amulets to protect from the evil spirit. So religion was nature worship. Right. So religion, they use amulets to protect from the evil spirit. ये रिलीजन है इनका. Harappans believed in fire worship. Fire worship. We have found the fire altars. Fire altars. We have found the fire altars from Lothal, Kalibangan, and Banwali. Fire altars means Havan Kund. You know the construction of the fire builder. Construction of the fire altars. The geometry of fire altars. So geometry of fire altars, it is same in the Yajurveda also. Same in the Yajurveda also. Same in the Yajurveda also. Same in the Sulba Sutra also. Sulba Sutra also. Sulba Sutra is a book of geometry. और जो मॉडर्न पंडित हैं वो भी जिनको जानकारी अधिक है, जो जानते हैं सब चीज, आज फायर अल्टार्स बनाते हैं वो, तो दे फॉलो द सेम रेशियो. So what the ratio followed by the Harappans, Yajurveda, Sulba Sutra and modern Pandit, they also follow the same fire altars. They also follow the same fire altars. Same fire altars. Yajurveda, Sulba Sutra and modern Pandit, geometry of fire altars is almost like the same. Lothal, Kalibangan, Banwali. Which is fire worship. Lothal, Gujarat, Kalibangan, Rajasthan, Banwali, Haryana. These are the places where the fire altars. Okay. Next, देखो बच्चे. There is no evidence of temple. Evidence of temple found in the Harappan civilization. There is no evidence of temple found in the Harappan civilization. No evidence of temple found in Harappan civilization. Temples found in Mesopotamia, Egypt. Found in Mesopotamia, Egypt. So they left temple, we started temple. But Harappans, there is no evidence of temple. Temples not found in the Harappan civilization, temples found in Egypt, temples found in Mesopotamia. So what we can make here, conclusion, no evidence of temple found in the Harappan civilization means the religion was absolutely private. Religion was absolutely private. Not demonstrated in public. Not demonstrated in public. Religion was absolutely private, not demonstrated in public. इसको पूरे पब्लिक में ब्रॉडकास्ट नहीं करते, ऐसा नहीं कि डीजे बजा के शुरू हो जाते थे जहां था. So religion was private and not demonstrated in public. फिर पूछ रहा हूं, सही से लिख रहे हो नहीं लिख रहे हो तुम लोग? यस, सेम है बिल्कुल. यजुर्वेद में भी सेम ज्योमेट्री है, जो लंबाई चौड़ाई गहराई है पायरल टार्स की सेम है. सुलभ सूत्र में भी सेम है. और आजकल जो मॉडर्न पंडित बनाते हैं ना, कृष्ण कुमार, मॉडर्न पंडित मतलब पढ़ा लिखा. वेरी गुड. कोई बच्चा है जिसको कोई टेंशन हो रही है लिखने में? मुझे तो नहीं लग रहा कि कोई बच्चा है. मेरी क्लास में कोई बच्चा होता ही नहीं. बहुत ना आसान बच्चा रहता है, बिल्कुल कैच करता है बिल्कुल कंसंट्रेशन के साथ. वेरी गुड. So religion was private and not demonstrated in public. They believe in common ritual bathing. Common ritual bathing. From Mohenjo-daro, we have found great bath. Great bath. From Mohenjo-daro, we have found the great bath. ग्रेट बाथ बहुत ही ह्यूज स्ट्रक्चर का होता है. इसका जो ज्योमेट्री है 39 इंटू 23 इंटू 8. 9 23 इंटू 8. $39 feet, 23 feet and 8 feet. 8 feet गहरा होता था, कूदोगे तो डूबोगे. This is the geometry of the Great Bath of Mohenjo-daro. So वहां पर एक दिन किसी दिन they had a common ritual bathing. They believed in common ritual bathing. We have found a great bath at Mohenjo-daro. Okay. From Nowsharo, We have found a statue of a woman having vermilion on the head. A statue of a woman having vermilion on the head. सिंदूर लगा हुआ महिला की स्टैचू है. नौशहरों पाकिस्तान में है. नॉर्मली नौशहरों पाकिस्तान में है. And here we have found the statue. You know, this is the symbol of the married women. From Pakistan. Vermilion on the head. सिंदूर लगा हुआ है. Vermilion on the head. On the head. Is it good? Did you understand everything? Okay. So this is a statue of a woman. सर मिला है एक मिट्टी का, उस पर सिंदूर लगा हुआ है. Common ritual bathing. Plastic symbol was very common to them. Plastic symbol was very common. Swastik symbol is very common. Very common. So, Harappan religion was progenitor of modern Hinduism. Harappan religion was progenitor of modern Hinduism. Progenitor of modern Hinduism. Harappan religion was progenitor of modern Hinduism. Modern Hinduism. Modern Hinduism. बहुत साइंस है. साइंस पता कर लेता है कि क्या क्या है, क्या नहीं था, क्या मिट गया, क्या रहना है. इसलिए उसमें ना घुसें आप. आर के सिंह. साइंटिफिकली उसको ऑरेंज कर लेते हैं, साइंटिफिकली इसे समझ लेते हैं. सो मॉडर्न हिंदुइज्म. So these are the related to the religion of the Indus Valley civilization. Almost we have seen everything, most of them. They were nature worshipper. Animism. Burial practices. Burial practices means after death, how the body was buried after death. Burial practices. How the body was buried. Okay. So burial practices. पहला है complete inhumation. Complete inhumation मतलब body was buried in north south direction. कब्र में लेटा देते हैं. Body was buried in north south direction. Head pointing towards north. Obviously पैर साउथ में होगा. Body was buried in north south direction. Obviously पैर साउथ में होगा. Complete inhumation. So they put soil grave. Soil grave. So complete inhumation. We have found many graves in the Harappan civilization. Many graves. Second was partial inhumation. Partial inhumation. Partial inhumation. तो कंप्लीट इन्ह्यूमेशन का मतलब है कि मिट्टी का कब्र खोदिए, उसमें बॉडी को नॉर्थ साउथ में लेटा दीजिए. हेड नॉर्थ की तरफ, पैर साउथ की तरफ. ऑब्वियसली सॉइल ग्रेव है, बंद कर दीजिए. पार्शियल इन्ह्यूमेशन. पार्शियल इन्ह्यूमेशन होता था कि बॉडी को यू लीव द बॉडी इन द फॉरेस्ट फॉर सम डेज एंड अलाउइंग द बीस्ट टू ईट इट. जंगली जानवर जो है उसको खाते थे. बीस्ट टू ईट इट. So body was put in the forest for some days. Some days. And allowing the beast to eat it. जंगली जानवर खाते थे उसको. Allowing the beast to eat it. So body was put in forest for some days and then allowing beasts to eat it. जंगली जानवर खाते थे. And after that, body was buried. After that, body was buried. body was buried. So this is a partial inhumation. ये समझ में आया सबको बच्चों को? Parsi community of India and Monpa tribe of Arunachal Pradesh. They still follow this practice. Parsi community India का और दूसरा मोनपा ट्राइब ऑफ अरुणाचल प्रदेश, they are still follow this practice. पार्शियल इनह्यूमेशन बोलते हैं उसको. तो partial inhumation. Third is pot burial. Pot burial. Pot burial. Pot burial. After burning, ashes was collected in a pot. Ashes it in pot and then put in water. Put in water. Ashes was collected in a pot and then put in water. This is called pot burial. आजकल भी हिंदुइज्म में ये फॉलो किया जाता था. So ashes was collected in a pot. It's called pot burial. द्वार में जाते हैं बढ़ाने के लिए. इसके पहले कोई लाए आपको मटकी या जार में, कभी तो गुजारिए हरिद्वार में. इसके पहले कोई लाए आपको मटकी या जार में, कभी तो गुजारिए हरिद्वार में. हरिद्वार टूरिज्म का ये प्रमोशन है. इसके पहले कोई लाए आपको मटकी या जार में, कभी तो गुजारिए हरिद्वार में. तो पॉट ब्यूरियल. फोर्थ है एग सेप्ट ब्यूरियल. एग सेप्ट ब्यूरियल अंडाकार सब है. द स्केलेटन इज लाइक एग. ऐसा है, कई जगह से मिला. वी हैव फाउंड मेनी प्लेसेस द एग सेप्ट skeleton. Look, what is there? Sanskriti, did I say it? Or the right thing? इसके पहले कोई लाए आपको मटकी या जार में, कभी तो गुजारी हरिद्वार में. So finally you will go in the pot, at least paid visit to हरिद्वार. ठीक है. Then except burial, देखो, there is a group of Shiva worshipper. Yes, there is a group of Shiva worshipper known as Kanfata yogi. क्या होता है ना कि when you enter in that group, they will put iron ring in your ear, and then after some times the ears get apart and then iron ring fell down. ears get apart, and then iron ring fell down. Iron ring fell down. After some times, the ear get apart and the iron ring fell down. So this is called Kanphata Yogi. So when they die, they buried in meditating pose. So after some times, head bent to leg, and therefore, so means this group of Shiva worshipper which is still there in some number, हो सकता है कुंभ में दिख जाए आपको, Kanphata Yogi. So when they die, their dead body was put in meditating style, and that is how they create the scenario. They create the, finally they had a accept burial. This accept burial especially found in Surkota. Surkota is in Gujarat. Gujarat. Accept burial found in Surkota. It is in Gujarat. So accept burial. Yes, even the Lingayat of Karnataka also follow the same thing. Okay. Then some important sites, उसके बाद हम लोग आ जाएंगे डिक्लाइन ऑफ सम इंपॉर्टेंट साइट्स ऑफ द हरप्पन. कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ओवर हो गया. अब दे दीजिए हेटिंग सम इंपॉर्टेंट साइट्स, जिसे फर्स्ट है मोहनजोदड़ो. मोहनजोदड़ो. Mohenjo-daro, it is located in the Sindh. It is located in the Sindh. ये देखिए, this is a citadel of Mohenjo-daro. Citadel of Mohenjo-daro. It is located in Sindh. On the bank of river Indus. So इस citadel को जरा explore करें. So here we have found Great Bath. Great Bath. Stairs north-south direction. There is stairs. North-south direction, there is stairs. There is a great granary. Great granary. Great granary. आप जानते हैं हर एक बड़े शहर में ग्रेनरी होता है. आजकल भी एफसीआई का गोदाम होता है, फूड कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया लिमिटेड, एफसीआईएल. So great granary, storage of grain so that we can distribute in the city with the public distribution system. Assembly hall. Assembly hall. There is a college of priests. College of priests. College of priests. College of priests. So Mohenjo-daro, Sindh. These are the important. College मतलब residence, जहां पर वो रहते भी थे, जहां पर अपना वर्शिप भी करते थे, of the priest. This is some important findings from Mohenjo-daro. Then come to the Harappa. On the bank of river Ravi, situated in Punjab, Pakistani Punjab. ये सिटाडेल का स्ट्रक्चर है, situated in Pakistani Punjab. This is citadel of Harappa. This is bank of the river Ravi. Here we have the Ravi river. Ravi river. The bank of the river Ravi. So from Harappa we have found cemetery edge. Cemetery edge. Cemetery R37. There are two important cemetery, मतलब जहां पर सबों को दफनाते थे वो cemetery कहलाता है. तो cemetery H and cemetery R37. इतना मरता था ये लोग. It is found outside the citadel, cemetery H and cemetery R37. All the dead body was buried in north-south direction in the cemetery, but in cemetery R37 we have found a coffin. Coffin burial is unique. Only one coffin we have found from cemetery R37. मेसोपोटामिया में लोग कॉफिन इस्तेमाल करते थे, इजिप्ट में करते थे, बट नॉट इन इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन. So they found coffin. They found coffin. Okay, so I think the coffin burial. So did you understood this? आया समझ में आप लोगों को? जरा रिस्पॉन्ड करिए फास्ट. सारे बच्चे. Okay, fine. So Harappa. Then comes Lothal. Lothal, it is located in Gujarat. On the bank of river Bhogwa. On the bank of river Bhogwa. This is a port city. This is port city. It is latest city constructed in Indus Valley civilization. Latest city constructed in Indus Valley civilization. Latest city constructed in Indus Valley civilization. Port city, latest city constructed in Indus Valley civilization. It is only for the trading purpose. Trading purpose. Right? So, Lothal. Okay. From Lothal, we have found the artificial dockyard. Artificial dockyard. From Lothal, we have found artificial dockyard. Artificial dockyard. Connected to Arabian Sea. Connected to Arabian Sea. Artificial dockyard connected to Arabian Sea. Artificial dockyard connected to Arabian Sea. From Lothal, we have found the artificial dockyard connected to Arabian Sea. From Lothal, we found the colorful pottery. Colorful pottery. Bartan. You know, there is a one pottery, टूटा हुआ pottery, fragments. There is a people tree and there is a crow sitting on that tree. And there is a clever fox. Story of clever fox. Story of clever fox. Story of clever fox found from Lothal, painting of Lothal. Story of thirsty crow also. Story of thirsty crow also. Found from Lothal. Story of thirsty crow found from Lothal. उसमें पेंटिंग में है. आप समझिए, दी स्टोरी इज टेकन फ्रॉम पंचतंत्र एंड पंचतंत्र कंपाइल्ड बाय विष्णु शर्मा इन गुप्ता पीरियड. समझिए कि लोथल में पेंटिंग है एंड मे बी इफ देयर इज अ पेंटिंग इन लोथल, सो दिस स्टोरी वाज इन देयर इन द सोसाइटी मच बिफोर लोथल ऑल्सो. So therefore, from generation to generation, from nani to nani, this story was in circulation and finally Vishnu Sharma wrote it in Panchtantra. Vishnu Sharma wrote it in Panchtantra. So Vishnu Sharma wrote it in Panchtantra. Story of thirsty crow. So Lothal is famous for colorful pottery. So this story finally compiled in Vishnu Sharma, compiled by Vishnu Sharma in Panchtantra. Okay. Panchtantra. Lothal, we have the evidence of double burial. Double burial. Double burial means in one grave there is a skeleton of male and female. सती नहीं है ये. सती बोलता है कि there was no सती in the Harappan civilization, but there is a double burial. मतलब जो मर गया उसको बगल के कब्र में दफना दिए साथ में. राइट, पहले मेल फीमेल जो भी मर गया उसको बगल के कब्र में दफना दिया. Story of clever fox. So they believe in life after death. They believed in rebirth. This man will born again, this women will born again, again they will marry. So many times they will marry together. Something which is very admired in the Hinduism. सातों जन्म तक साथ साथ रहेंगे. So this is colorful. So double burial. This is a reward or the punishment, only they know. Reward or the punishment. Okay, so double burial. कालीबंगन। एक और पॉइंट ऐड करो लोथल में, वी हैव द टेराकोटा, of cow, horse, very late. Normally we don't see horse in the Harappan civilization. They were not using the horse, but we have found a terracotta statue of terracotta statue of cow and horse from Lothal. It's very late phase of the Harappans. So normally we say we don't find the evidence of these things. So terracotta statue. Although mother goddess was very important part of their religion, mother goddess, mixed animal, yoga, all these are part of their religious life. All these are the parts of religious life. So mother goddess, mixed animal, yoga. Kalibangan. Kalibangan, it is in Rajasthan. Ghaggar. Ghaggar river is in Rajasthan. Ghaggar river. Ghaggar river. Kalibangan. Here we have the evidence of surgery. Evidence of surgery. So Kalibangan में हॉस्पिटल था. The evidence of surgery. Kalibangan was known for double cropping. Double cropping means in a single field we have the two crops. Single field we have two crops, gram and mustard. Gram and mustard. चना और सरसों एक ही खेत में लगाते थे. दिस इज कॉल्ड डबल क्रॉपिंग. आइडियल कंडीशन फॉर करण जौहर, शाहरुख खान. जस्ट दे नीडेड अ गिटार. मे बी वहां पर फोटो शूट होता होगा. सो ग्राम एंड मस्टर्ड, 2 क्रॉप्स. स्टिल जो श्री गंगानगर डिस्ट्रिक्ट है राजस्थान में, वहां पर आप देख सकते हैं. So gram and mustard, Kalibangan. So we have the evidence of surgery in Kalibangan. ओके. धौलावीरा, आपको राखी गरही के बारे में पढ़ना है. रीड अबाउट राखी गरही. इट इज स्टिल अंडर एक्सकेवेशन. अंडर एक्सकेवेशन. राखी गरही इज स्टिल अंडर एक्सकेवेशन. देयर इज अ फॉसिल फाउंड फ्रॉम राखी गरही. इसको पढ़ना है आपको घर में. फॉसिल ऑफ राखी गरही. Its DNA said DNA said its DNA said DNA क्या बोलता है राखी गरी का? Its DNA said that all people existing in India, they had the same race. Means there is no Aryans, though no Dravidians. All are of the same race. जो द्रविडियन थ्योरी था ना, रवीश कुमार बोलता है कि किस चीज की सर्जरी है. दिमाग में पानी हो जाता था, हाइड्रोसेफालस बोलते थे. उसमें कॉपर का रॉड डाल करके ट्रीटमेंट करते थे उसका. इसी को सर्जरी बोलते हैं. दिमाग में पानी हो जाता था ना, उसको हाइड्रोसेफालस बोलते हैं. सो कॉपर का रॉड डाल करके उसमें ट्रीटमेंट करते थे. दिस इज व्हाट सर्जरी इज. सेम रेस. सो फॉसिल ऑफ राखी गरही, इसको पढ़ना है. धौलावीरा, we have the evidence of large reservoir of water. Large reservoir of water. large reservoir of water. बचने का कोई चांस नहीं था सर्जरी में. सक्सेस रेट 0.001% होता होगा. तो लार्ज रिजर्वायर वाटर. बोला भैया देर आर 3 टायर अरेंजमेंट ऑफ द सिटी. 3 डिवीजन है 3 टीयर अरेंजमेंट ऑफ सिटी. 3 टायर अरेंजमेंट ऑफ सिटी. ओके. और लास्ट में डिक्लाइन ऑफ इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन. अब इस चैप्टर से बाहर निकल जाते हैं. डिक्लाइन ऑफ इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन. According to colonial historians, colonial theory मतलब ब्रिटिश, और ब्रिटिश always try to justify the superiority of West. Colonial theory. So according to colonial theory, there was Aryan invasion. Aryan invasion. Aryan invasion theory. Aryans came from Central Asia and destroyed the Harappans. This is the theory established by Britishers. M. Wheeler, a British man, had established this theory. A British man had established this theory. Maritime Wheeler. Okay, so colonial theory. Second was the ecological imbalances. Ecological imbalances. FAA. Pierre Jarvis Dales gave this theory. FAA Fair Jarvis and Dales gave this theory. FAA Fair Jarvis and Dales gave this theory. So, according to this theory, लिखना है इसमें, लिखो. In 2000 BC, there was massive change in ecological condition. Massive change in ecological condition. This change was mainly due to 2 factors. This change was mainly due to 2 factors. Mainly due to 2 factors. catastrophic change and gradual change. Catastrophic change and gradual change. Catastrophic change and gradual change. Catastrophic change means fire, flood, and earthquake. Fire, flood, and earthquake. Catastrophic change means fire, flood, and earthquake. Gradual change means changing course of river. Changing course of river. Changing course of river. Rivers dried. Rivers dried. Decline in rainfall. Decline in fertility of soil. Decline in fertility of soil. Decline in humidity. Decline in humidity. So changing course of river, rivers dried, decline in rainfall, decline in fertility of soil, decline in humidity. This is called gradual change. Secondary theory is ecological imbalances. There are two factors of the ecological imbalances: catastrophic change as well as gradual change. Catastrophic में fire, flood, earthquake, and gradual change में changing course of rivers dried, decline in rainfall, decline in fertility of soil, decline in humidity, all. Changing course of river. So gradual change. Is it okay? So because of this, the interdependency of the various sites of Indus Valley civilization had lost. इसके आगे लिखना, changing course का मतलब होता है rivers ने अपनी direction बदल ली. So because of these changes, interdependency of the various sites of Indus Valley civilization had lost. Because of these changes, interdependency of the various site of Indus Valley civilization had lost. Interdependency of the various site had lost. Therefore, civilization had collapsed. Civilization had collapsed. Okay. So these are the things. These are the things. So these factors led to the decline of Indus Valley civilization. So it had lost the interdependency as well. Catastrophic नहीं है हमजा, catastrophic. Catastrophic मतलब होता है अचानक से होने वाली प्राकृतिक आपदा. Catastrophic. So this is about the Indus Valley civilization. Then come to the Vedic period or Vedic civilization. Vedic civilization. Why it is called Vedic period? Because Vedic literature was composed during this period. Vedic literature was composed during this period. Vedic literature was composed during this period. Therefore, it is called Vedic civilization. Vedic literature was composed during this period. Therefore, it's known as Vedic civilization. So, आपको क्या करना है? NCERT से प्रिपेयर कर लेना है सारा. You have to prepare with NCERT. Old NCERT, all Indus Valley civilization, उसको एक बार रीड आउट कर लीजिए. मैंने लिखा नहीं है, मैंने लिखा कि डोर्स एंड विंडोज डू नॉट ओपन ऑन द मेन रोड, अदर साइड ऑफ द रोड. तो विंडो होते थे, दूसरी साइड में होते थे. पूरा सुना करो सरेजल. Okay, so Vedic literature was composed during this period. This is the period of the Rig Vedic period, 1500 BC to 1000 BC and 1000 BC to 600 BC. This from 1500 BC to 600 BC, this is called Vedic period. Because all the Vedic literature was composed during this period. All the Vedic literature was composed during this period. All the Vedic period was composed during this period. 11th क्लास की एनसीईआरटी कल भी बोला था मैंने, अभी भी बोल रहा हूं, रोज पूछना. 11th क्लास की एनसीईआरटी. आर.एस. शर्मा की किताब है, एंशिएंट इंडिया बाय आर.एस. शर्मा. यस, Vedic period, 1500 BC to 600 BC. So Vedic literature. There are two kinds of Vedic literature, Shruti and Smriti. Shruti and Smriti. There are two kinds of Vedic literature, Shruti and Smriti. ठीक है बच्चे, इसको कैरी करेंगे हम लोग आगे। ओल्ड एनसीईआरटी पढ़ना है, तमिलनाडु बुक भी सफिशियंट है, उसको पढ़ लीजिए, इससे आगे मत पढ़िएगा, मैंने बहुत कुछ पढ़ा दिया आपको, इतना से आप एग्जामिनेशन के लिए तैयार हो जाएंगे, राइट। सो हम लोग कल तो संडे है, परसों मुलाकात करते हैं और परसों से वैदिक लिटरेचर पर डिस्कशन करते हैं। ओके, सो दैट्स ऑल फॉर द डे, थैंक यू।